Before steel roared and engines rumbled, power came on four legs and breathed steam in the cold. Horses didn't borrow strength, they defined it. They dragged empires across continents, tore through battlefield mud, and broke ground where no machine dared follow. In this countdown, we honor the 20 most powerful horses in the world. You won't want to miss which breeds made the list, and why their legacy continues to resonate today. Number 20. Comtois. The Comtois horse comes from the border of France and Switzerland. While it's not the tallest on this list, standing around 14.3 to 16.1 hands, it's built for real work. It's compact, muscular, and powerful in the hindquarters. That's what gives it the strength to pull heavy loads through vineyards, forests, and even tough mountain terrain. Farmers and loggers rely on the Comtois because it's fit, steady, and easy to handle. It's got a good temperament, learns quickly, and doesn't mind long hours in the field. You'll see them in parades, pulling timber, or hauling gear where machines can't go. It's a practical choice with a loyal following and a solid start to our countdown. Next up is a draft horse that blends raw strength with surprising elegance. Number 19. Boulonnais. This breed has a powerful, compact frame with a broad chest, robust hindquarters, and enough muscle to handle serious farm work. But here's the twist. It moves with the smooth, energetic gait you wouldn't expect from a heavy horse. That's part of what makes the Boulonnais so popular in agriculture. It's strong enough to pull heavy loads all day, but agile enough to stay efficient and steady on the move. They're calm, intelligent, and easy to train, ideal for farmers who need a horse that listens, works hard, and doesn't overreact. Whether plowing a field or pulling carts for hours, the Boulonnais handles the job with stamina and grace. Now let's swap the fields for some flair. This next horse doesn't just work hard, it makes it look good. Number 18. Friesian. The Friesian might look like it walked out of a fantasy film, but don't let the flowing mane and shiny black coat fool you. This horse is built to work. Originally bred for carriage pulling and farm labor, Friesians are strong, well-built, and packed with stamina. Their hindquarters are powerful, and their necks are thick and arched, giving them a commanding presence. What stands out most is their movement. That high-action trot isn't just for show. It's what makes them a favorite in harness competitions and driving disciplines. They're agile, fast, and surprisingly light on their feet for a draft-type breed. They've got brains too. Friesians are gentle, trainable, and smart, which makes them just as great for recreational riding as they are for work. Speaking of beauty and brawn, the next one may be smaller, but it's got a mountain-sized work ethic. Number 17. Haflinger. Don't underestimate this one because of its size. The Haflinger is proof that power doesn't always come in a towering package. Measuring between 13.2 and 15 hands, this compact horse is tough, stocky, and built for more than just a pretty trail ride. Originally bred in the rugged mountains of Austria and northern Italy, Haflingers are hardy, sure-footed, and able to carry serious weight through rough terrain. Their strong limbs and powerful hindquarters give them an edge in both endurance and agility. They've been used for packing, vaulting, driving, and even light draft work. And they're not just strong. Haflingers are calm, steady, and reliable, which makes them perfect for riders of all levels, even kids. If you're looking for small but mighty, this horse is exactly that. The next horse is living proof that strength runs deep, even at high altitudes. Number 16. Norwegian Fjord horse. The Norwegian Fjord might be one of the oldest horse breeds in the world, but it's still as tough as ever, standing between 13.2 and 14.2 hands and weighing up to 1,200 pounds. This compact horse packs more power than you'd expect. It's been used for centuries to plow fields, pull logs, and carry adult riders across Norway's mountain terrain. What makes the Fjord so useful isn't just its strength, it's its versatility. They're calm, smart, and sure-footed, which makes them perfect for draft work, driving, dressage, and even therapeutic riding. Despite their size, many fjords can pull over twice their own weight, and their broad backs and limbs can easily support adult riders. Add a smooth gait, gentle nature, and that iconic dun coat, and you've got one of the hardest working horses out there. Coming in at number 15 is the Morgan horse. Don't let the size fool you. Morgans are strong, athletic, and ready for anything. They have the strength to pull carriages, the stamina for long trail rides, and the agility to compete in dressage or hunter-jumper events. That makes them one of the most well-rounded breeds out there. Their muscular bodies and legs allow them to handle work that other similarly sized horses can't. Morgans also bring endurance to the table, making them ideal for everything from ranch work to competitive sports. Smart and eager to please, they're easy to train and dependable in almost any setting. Whether you're herding cattle, riding through the woods, or working in the arena, a Morgan gets it done. Tough, trainable, and endlessly adaptable, this horse shows up and shows off. Number 14, Dutch Draft. Built like a tank, but calm as a breeze. The Dutch Draft is all about power with poise. They stand around 16 hands tall and weigh between 1,700 and 2,200 pounds. Broad chests, powerful hindquarters, and thick loins give them the strength to handle demanding jobs like plowing, hauling, and logging. Originally developed in the Netherlands, these horses were built for long hours in the field. And despite their massive build, they're known for being calm, obedient, and easy to manage. Their temperament makes them reliable not just for farm work, but also for carriage driving and ceremonial events. Some even perform well in jumping, thanks to their sturdy, yet surprisingly agile frame. Today, Dutch Drafts are used in agriculture, forestry, and European public exhibitions. They've earned their place as dependable, hardworking horses that balance strength with a steady nature. Loving the power these horses bring? Hit subscribe and saddle up for more rare breeds, wild strength, and stories you won't hear anywhere else. The best is still ahead. Number 13, Australian Draft. Australian draft horses are built for durability, strength, and long work days under the sun. This breed was developed by combining some of the world's best draft bloodlines, like Clydesdales, Shires, Percherons, and Suffolk Punches. The result is a versatile, heavy-duty, reliable, and easy-to-handle workhorse. Ranging from 16 to 17.2 hands and weighing up to 1,900 pounds, the Australian Draft has the power to plow fields, pull wagons, and move timber. It's still used in farming and logging, especially where machinery can't go without damaging the land. These horses have a steady temperament and awesome work ethic. They're popular in plowing competitions, field work, and even ceremonial events. With muscle, stamina, and a calm nature, the Australian Draft continues to earn its place in modern agriculture and heritage farming. You'd think calm and cream don't mix with raw power until you meet this next horse. Number 12, American Cream Draft. Most draft horses don't come in cream with amber eyes, and that's part of what sets this one apart. The American Cream Draft isn't just rare. It's the only draft breed developed in the United States. But it's not just about looks. These horses are strong, balanced, and built for work. Most stand 15 to 16.3 hands high and weigh up to 1,800 pounds, with a stocky frame, wide chest, and solid hindquarters. It has the kind of build that gives them real pulling power without losing mobility. They're considered medium-heavy draft horses, which means they're strong enough for serious jobs, but still refined enough for recreational use. Best part? They're calm, steady, and easy to handle, great for first-time owners and experienced handlers. We've seen power in the paddock. Now meet the wild card built for survival and grit. Number 11, Mustang. You won't find it pulling plows, but if you need a horse that can go the distance, this one delivers. Mustangs are built for survival. They roam wild across the American West, and that alone says a lot. They're heavily muscled, compact, and incredibly tough. Most stand around 14 to 15 hands, but what they lack in size, they make up for in grit. Known more for stamina and endurance than raw pulling power, Mustangs excel at trail riding, endurance riding, and ranch work. They can handle rough terrain, long hours, and unpredictable weather without breaking down. They're also intelligent, highly adaptable, and can bond closely with riders once trained. Not bred for speed like a thoroughbred, not massive like a draft horse, but in terms of resilience, versatility, and heart, they're in a league of their own. Next is a workhorse from the Alps. Small for a draft, but big where it counts. Number 10, South German Coldblood. Built for the Alps and bred to pull, the South German Coldblood doesn't back down from a challenge. This rugged draft horse comes from southern Germany, where strength isn't optional but necessary. While it's one of the smaller cold-blooded breeds, it makes up for that with dense muscle, a powerful frame, and serious grit. Ranging from 15.2 to 16.2 hands, they're compact, stocky, and known for handling tough terrain with ease. Farmers trust them for plowing, hauling, and heavy pulling, jobs where endurance matters just as much as muscle. Temperament, calm, reliable, and uncomplicated. That's why they're also used for riding and cart work, not just the heavy stuff. From alpine farms to forest trails, this is a horse built to work hard and last long. At number 9, Lithuanian Heavy Draft. Muscle, grit, and staying power is what the Lithuanian Heavy Draft brings to the table. Originally developed for farm work and heavy pulling, this breed isn't the biggest in the draft world, but it's built like a machine. With a short, brawny neck, a broad body, and thick legs, it's designed to carry weight and move it. Performance stats back that up. These horses can pull up to 860 kilograms and sustain a 300 kilogram drag for nearly 1.4 kilometers. That's not just strength, it's draft endurance. Used mainly for agriculture, logging, and even meat production, the breed also helps improve other draft lines thanks to its fertility and longevity. Breeding programs in Lithuania report foaling rates over 80%, with solid survival rates. Tough, reliable, and built to work, this is the kind of horse that quietly gets the job done day after day. Now let's see speed, strength, and agility, all packed into one of America's most iconic breeds. Number 8, American Quarter Horse. The American Quarter Horse is built for performance, especially in short bursts. According to the American Quarter Horse Association, this breed can hit speeds up to 55 miles per hour. This makes it the fastest over a quarter-mile distance, hence the name. Its signature strength lies in its muscular frame. It has wide-set shoulders, a straight back, and heavily muscled hindquarters. That's what gives it its sprint power and sharp agility. Western Horseman magazine ranks Peter McHugh as one of the greatest quarter horses of all time. Others like First Down Dash and Corona Cartel, both inducted into the AQHA Hall of Fame, further cement the breed's legacy of strength and performance. Ranches like the 6666 Ranch are also recognized for producing some of the best working quarter horses in the country. Whether it's racing, reining, or hard ranch work, this breed brings muscle, intelligence, and trust in every step. Still with us? You've seen speed, and now it's time for brute force. Smash that subscribe button before these next horses break the internet. Number 7, Soviet Heavy Draft. This is a breed made for hard work, and it's earned its place in history one pull at a time. Developed in the early 20th century, the Soviet Heavy Draft was built from Russian heavy draft lines for one purpose: work. And it shows. These horses are used for agriculture, hauling, and even milk and meat production in some regions. According to the Breeds of Livestock database, they've set serious records for pulling power. One walked 2,000 meters with 150 kilograms in under 12 minutes. Another trotted the same distance pulling 50 kilograms in under 5. Their maximum recorded pull, a massive 851 kilograms. They show tough endurance, pulling 300 kilos for over 1,100 meters. They also mature fast, and foals can reach 250 kilos by weaning. The Soviet Heavy Draft is known not just for power, but for fertility and longevity. Stallions and mares often remain productive well into old age. Ready for a classic? This next breed has been pulling its weight and winning fans for centuries. Number 6, Percheron. Strength and stamina come standard with the Percheron, a breed that's been pulling its weight for centuries. Originally bred as war horses, Percherons transitioned into farm work, logging, and competitive pulling, and they've kept their reputation as one of the strongest horses out there. Percherons have a dense, muscular build, especially through the shoulders, forearms, and haunches, giving them the compact strength draft horses are known for. They weigh between 1,800 and 2,600 pounds, depending on bloodline, according to the Alberta Animal Health Source. And it's not just about bulk. They're also known for endurance. In the 1800s, they were celebrated for covering 40 miles a day at a trot. Whether in the field or in competition, Percherons combine power with grace, and they've been proving it for generations. Number 5. Suffolk Punch. When you needed something hauled, and hauled hard, the Suffolk Punch answered the call. One of England's oldest and purest draft breeds, the Suffolk Punch was bred for power, endurance, and field work. These horses didn't just plow, they tore through heavy clay soil where other breeds would stall out. Their strength also made them invaluable in commercial logging, hauling massive timber with steady, reliable force. And during wartime, they pulled heavy artillery across rough terrain. This job required muscle, stamina, and absolute trust in the horse. Compact, muscular, and always chestnut in color, the Suffolk Punch was built to work long days without losing steam. They were even used to pull delivery wagons and commercial carts before motor vehicles took over. Strong, consistent, and incredibly loyal, the Suffolk Punch was never flashy, but it was always unstoppable. Number 4. Ardennes. Named after the rugged Ardennes Plateau stretching through Belgium, France, and Luxembourg, this breed comes from a region known for its toughness. The same terrain that challenged armies in World War I and World War II also shaped one of the world's most resilient draft horses. The Ardennes horse is compact, muscular, and built to push through rough, uneven landscapes. With feathered legs, powerful joints, and a barrel chest, it was made for hauling loads in places wagons barely rolled through. Napoleon's armies used them to pull cavalry and artillery, relying on their strength and endurance in battle. Their calm nature and resistance to the elements made them just as valuable in peacetime, plowing fields, pulling logs, and moving goods long before engines took over. War-tested and field-proven, the Ardennes doesn't just endure, it powers through. We're down to the heavyweights now. The next horses didn't just work hard, they defined power. Let's move into the top 3 most powerful horses in the world. Number 3. Clydesdale. You don't just see a Clydesdale, you feel it. Massive, feather-legged, and impossible to ignore, this breed was built for hauling serious weight. Bred in Scotland to pull plows and heavy loads, the Clydesdale quickly became one of the world's most trusted workhorses. They weigh 1,800 to 2,200 pounds, and a single Clydesdale can pull up to 8,000 pounds. In teams, they're capable of moving even more, making them a top-tier draft breed. Today, they're famous for parades, carriage rides, and their star role with the Budweiser Hitch team. But their resume also includes farm work and military service. And despite their size, Clydesdales are calm, gentle, and incredibly willing to work. Number 2. Shire horse. No draft horse pulls history quite like the Shire. Known as one of the largest and strongest horses on the planet, the Shire has been breaking records and moving mountains, literally. At a 1924 British exhibition, a pair of Shires pulled a load estimated at 50 tons and broke the scale in the process. Later, the same team pulled 18.5 tons on slippery footing, and a single Shire pulled 29 tons on its own. That kind of power comes from a serious build with an expansive chest, dense bone, and massive hindquarters. These horses weigh over 2,000 pounds, and every bit of it is working muscle. Historically, Shires hauled coal wagons, heavy equipment, and beer barrels across cities and farms. Today, they're admired for their size and presence, but their raw strength is what built their reputation. Claiming the top spot is the Belgian Draft. If raw power had a name, it would be Belgian Draft, the most powerful horse in the world. These horses are giants, weighing between 1,800 and 2,400 pounds, with a dense, muscular frame built to move serious weight. Whether it's plowing deep soil or hauling massive timber, the Belgian does it without hesitation. They're not just strong, they're reliable, calm, and willing. Exactly what you want in a horse that can pull a loaded wagon or lead a team in competition. Big Jake, once the tallest horse in the world at over 20 hands, and Brooklyn Supreme, a massive 19-hand stallion, didn't just break records. They defined what power looks like. Sires like Farshur 7332 and Omer 1269, both honored in the Belgian Draft Horse Hall of Fame, helped shape the breed's strength and consistency. And influential names like J.D. Connor Jr. played a key role in preserving and promoting the Belgians' legacy for generations to come. And that wraps up our list of the world's strongest horses. If you enjoyed this power-packed ride, don't go far. Our next video covers the most beautiful horses on the planet. Trust me, it's a must-watch. See you in the next one.